Hi everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make these super cute layered bows. They're so pretty, so simple, and it is a no-sew bow, so it is quite easy to do as well, and you don't really need any complicated measurements or anything like that. It's just literally using a ruler that most of you will have in your room to cut your fabric and get your sizings in. So I've already cut some bits ready, and I've got this really pretty, like almost suede effect leather. Now the thing with this is when you're making these bows, because I have made it in like the more like plasticky look one here, same principle, I just use a slightly smaller size. It took me a little bit longer to get it to work because obviously it's less pinchable, whereas these materials, ones that are nice and soft that you can easily manipulate like this are the best ones for these kind of things. And all you need is a plastic ruler. Now plastic rulers tend to be 1.5 inches wide, which is the size that you want for your bow. So like I said, all I have done, and I have these magic pens. These are heat pens, so they're called threader pens, and I have literally just lined it up with the edge of my fabric, drawn with my threader pen, moved it along because we need two pieces, and the width, I use the width of material. So if I'm using 1.5, I do 8 inches in the bigger piece, 7.5 in the smaller, and that's in inches. And if you're going to use your one standard like metal ruler, these tend to be 1 inch wide. So again, if you wanted to do the smaller sizing, like this one, same principle, lay it down, draw a direct ruler along the edge, you've got a perfect inch wide measurement. And then I would do like 7 and 6.5, or 6.5 and 6 for the sizing on this one, and play around and work out what works best for yourself. But they're easy measurements to do, and it's like really easy to get like a nice clear straight line. And like I said, that's just drawn on one with my pen. And you can use your rotary blade or you can use your scissors, whichever's easier for yourself. The better you are at hand cutting and doing clear lines, the nicer your finish will be. But you don't get an awful lot of waste material with this particular size. And you can get at least 4 or 5, well, I think it's about 4 bows off each sheet, if you did them all the same colour. And then, like I said, just cut those bits off. And the other thing I've done is I've cut an inch wide version and about 3 inches long for the centre. Okay, so now I've got our pieces. Again with my threaded pen, fold your pieces in half. And mark your centre. Just straight down the middle. There you go. And the best thing about these pens is if you take a lighter, so you can see the seal line there, going like this. And your fabric is no longer marked in places that you don't want, which gives it a nicer look. There you go. So I've got a marks in the centre, and then with the glue gun, I want to do a layer of glue this side and then another glue this the other side. But do it really thin. Don't go overboard, because you don't want it to like make a ridge underneath. You just want it nice and flat. So I do one side at a time, flatten that down, and then do the opposite side. Be careful with your glue gun, because I have glue drips at the moment. Don't do that unless you have no feeling in your fingers anymore. That is one piece done. And then we're just going to repeat on the second one. Nice thin line. Flatten it down so it's nice and flat, no ridges. Same the other side. Okay, now you want to work out which one's your bigger piece, because the bigger one is going to go underneath, and you want the smaller one at the top. And then what you want to do is, if you're working in inches, right where the join is, you want to go 1/4 of an inch up, and I glue right along where the ridge is. So I've just glued them together. So just where your finger is, because that's 1/4 of an inch up. And then layer that, and again, make sure you're doing your lines. So can you see they're lined up both. And the other thing I'll do sometimes to hold them in place is you just want a clip either side, and as you can see there's just a little tiny bit either side of those, and it's about the same height overall. Now with this, from here, take it and pinch it right in half, and then you want to glue a tiny bit here. There you go. So that's that one side there. Okay, and then you go back on your thumb and down on the top, and then glue here. Not too much, don't want it to seep out everywhere. Okay, and then opposite side, back, and then up, right in the centre again. Hold this side down really firmly so you don't unglue anything. Do it on the actual line where you originally glued it together, and bring that right back up into the centre, like so. And then you can come this side, open it up a little bit, tiny drop of glue, don't go overboard, and the same this side. And if you are slightly lacking in confidence with your glue, I have these, which are the Tinita elastics. They're really, really strong. They're sort of for orthodontic ones, so they're like super, super strong. So if you're not 100% trusting in your glue, you can pop the band on as well to give it an extra security. You just pop them around there. So there you go, that is the look of the bow. Like I said, it looks super cute like that. And then all we're going to do is attach our clip. Across here. That's nice and firm. And then we've got our little piece of 1 inch, about 2.5 inches you need maximum, sort of thing. Just enough that it will twist all the way around your bow. And the trick is with these is, against your thumb, you want to make an S shape. Now a trick I do is halfway to your centre, glue this side, and halfway on the back, glue the other side, and then make your S shape again. And you can pinch that together quite easily, like that, and then you turn it over and you repeat the other side. So you want glue halfway to that side, back, like so, and then make your S shape and pinch it together. And then the shape that you have is this little twist, and obviously you can see that it's got the opposite sides. And then from one of the flat sides, you want to glue here, and you want to angle it slightly at an angle, so slightly to this way, and then bring it over your centre like this, so it's nice and tight, and then you want to glue it just a little bit over that way on the other side. There you go. And you've got a super cute layered bow, little like pinchy tux type style. So cute, so easy to do. Like I said, no major measurements, no like dies or anything like that. And like I said, you can make them slightly bigger, slightly smaller, play around with these like sizing different, and it gives you like a slightly, like the longer you do them, the more flared look you get, the smaller you do, the more boxy look that you get. So you can play around. Like I said, you can make the 1 inch versions. You could even go up if you had longer, if you had the fabric that goes, you've got the A4 fabric, you've got longer, you could go, if your pattern allows it, you could go longer and do like a 12 inch, do like your 2 inch versions, even 3 inch, and play around with measurements there. I'll put some measurements that you can work from in the description box below. But hopefully you've enjoyed this, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.